Former President Donald Trump's announcement of a complete and total ceasefire between Israel and Iran marks a dramatic turn in one of the world's most volatile flashpoints. After nearly 2 weeks of escalating conflict, punctuated by mutual airstrikes, mounting casualties, and a global sense of unease, the world is now watching to see if this fragile agreement will hold. Trump, standing alongside key U.S. allies, and after days of shuttle diplomacy involving Qatari and Iranian officials, declared the ceasefire a triumph of forceful negotiation and strategic resolve. According to the former president, only a display of military strength could bring both sides to the table, preventing further bloodshed and halting what many feared could spiral into a wider regional war. Israel's government quickly confirmed its participation, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stating that Israel's key objective, to neutralize Iran's immediate nuclear and missile threats, had been accomplished. Yet, Iran's response was more guarded. While Iranian state television eventually acknowledged the country's involvement in the pact, officials insisted that their commitment depended on Israel ceasing all attacks. The language from Tehran was careful, and initial statements denied any formal agreement. This ambiguity reflects deeper mistrust and the absence of robust enforcement mechanisms. On the ground, the reality is far less clear-cut. Despite the ceasefire's official start, both sides have continued to exchange fire. Iran reportedly launched multiple missile strikes on Beersheba, resulting in fatalities, and Israeli operations in Iran's Gilan province killed several, including a prominent nuclear scientist. Additionally, Iran fired a salvo of ballistic missiles at the Al Udeid airbase in Qatar, though most were intercepted and caused no casualties. These developments underline the fragility of the ceasefire and the ease with which it could unravel. Military analysts caution that the current agreement lacks key elements needed for lasting peace. There are no binding provisions for nuclear inspections, no external monitoring, and no clear path to address the underlying disputes, particularly Iran's nuclear ambitions and Israel's security concerns. Both sides remain on high alert, and any misstep could reignite hostilities. As one regional expert noted, this is a pause, not an end. The grievances and distrust run deep. In the United States, the ceasefire has reignited heated debate. Several members of Congress have questioned the legality and transparency of the U.S. airstrikes that preceded the agreement, highlighting that they were reportedly ordered without congressional authorization. Critics argue that this sets a dangerous precedent, undermining the constitutional requirement for legislative oversight in matters of war. Supporters, however, claim the move demonstrates strong leadership, a willingness to take bold action when diplomacy alone falls short. As the 2024 election cycle intensifies, the ceasefire is already shaping the political conversation. Trump's supporters hail the agreement as evidence of his negotiating prowess and his ability to deliver results on the world stage. Opponents counter that the deal is superficial, lacking substance and any guarantee of lasting stability. The broader question remains, does this represent a genuine step toward peace, or simply a temporary reprieve in a long-running conflict? Internationally, the response has been mixed. Some global leaders see the agreement as a potential opening for more comprehensive peace talks, while others remain skeptical, warning that it could simply be an attempt to gain political leverage ahead of upcoming elections. Financial markets have reacted positively, with oil prices dipping and investor confidence appearing to rebound on the perception of reduced conflict risk. However, many analysts caution that the calm may be short-lived. Ultimately, the ceasefire has shifted the narrative, for now. But the underlying issues remain unresolved, and the possibility of renewed violence is ever present. Is this the beginning of a new era of diplomacy, or just another chapter in a cycle of conflict and fragile truces? We want to hear from you. Does this ceasefire signal real progress, or is it just a pause before the next confrontation? Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned to NewsPulse 24H for the latest updates on this evolving story.